tripped out. Oh, that's a cod. Welcome back, guys, to a very, very windy one on the River Mersey today. We are fishing Otterspool and we're going to try for a cheeky little codlin. So we're fishing a dead simple pulley rig, black lug, we've got mussel, we've got crab, we've got squid. Let's see if we can make up from last week's video. So this week's video is actually my birthday week, so I've had to film this a lot earlier than I normally would have. So happy birthday to me, and if you can all put happy birthday in the chat, it make me feel very special. I'm only joking, but a little sub would be nice. A little sub for my birthday. Oh yeah, that'd be good. That'd be good. So to start off, we're just fishing black lug on a pennel. So you can see there, I've wound up 2 juicy black lug baits up on my pennel. I'm going to drop my pennel down, bosh, and then I'm going to wrap it round a good few times and then pop it through. So there we go, bosh. We've got our next bait ready to go. Black lug, pennelled up. Hopefully something takes it. It'd be nice. It would be nice to get a codlin today. It really would. And it would be nice to make up for that horrible journey to the Humber. I hate the Humber. If you haven't seen my latest video, by the way, check it out. I go the Humber, there's a lot of moaning. Hopefully today, there's not going to be a lot of moaning and we're going to have some nice fish. We are fishing big. We can't be bothered fishing small. Not interested in the whiting, the dabs, all that carry on. Not interested. I want something half decent. So when you're fishing big, you either catch or you don't. Now I am using one rod today, and that's just because I want to chill, I want to enjoy my session, and I want to concentrate and focus. You'll also notice that I'm using this little strap here that's on the pole. Now if you want to know a secret, I found this when I got here. I don't usually use these. I've got my actual rod rest over there, but someone has left this here. So if this is yours, right, if it is yours, you need to let me know and I will return it to you. I will return it to you. So I am going to use it. I'm borrowing it for this session, so you know, don't attack the finder, but I am using it. I want to see what they're like. I've seen there's a couple of brands out there. This one doesn't look like any particular brand, but it's holding the rod in. Be interesting when it starts to pull. It really will. State of tide that we are at now is at low water. We're going to fish it up to high water. So we're going to spend a good few hours here. We're going to be wasting a load of bait, and just, you never know, hopefully we'll get a nice little codlin. It's a nice sized tide today, so the pull shouldn't be too bad, and hopefully it will produce some fish. It's just with this wind being right in my face, well, it's on my back right now, it's blowing right at us. Trying to chuck a lead out at any distance, it's quite hard. You're basically whacking it in and it's going, and that's what it's doing. So right, let's get into the fishing, let's catch some cod, crack on, lovely jubbly. So those of you that did see me Humber video, me River Humber video, let me know what you think. That place, yeah, I think I went on a too big a tide, if I'm honest with you. If I had any criticism of what I did, I would say that I went on a tide that was too big. I reckon a smaller tide would have produced. I know that's the case here on the Mersey, you see, so that's why I'm assuming that would be the case there. I might be totally wrong. Any locals to the Humber, you'll tell me what I did wrong. Go on. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. You don't have to tell me once. That's all you have to tell me. Just tell me once, and we'll rectify what we did wrong. But missed the cod, caught a rockland, caught a flounder. Man, it was a painful day. A painful day with many hours of fishing. But everyone around me didn't catch, so that made me feel a little bit better in the way of maybe I'm not doing anything wrong. Maybe it's just the state of the tide. I don't know. But we'll move on. So we're all ready for Christmas? I've said this on every video leading up. This is officially the week before Christmas. Are you excited? I am. I'm not gonna lie, I am. So get all your Christmas presents under the tree. Make sure you get your missus some naughty socks and you're all good to go. Oh, hello, there we go, there's a knock. First cast, first knock. It's already better than the Humber. Oh. Right, well there's our first cast, first fish. Don't mind if we do. A nice big fat whiting. A little bit too big for a live bait if you ask me. But still, an absolutely beautiful fish. Mwah. Thanks for your sport, me lady. Look at that bait, still perfectly intact in it. But it's washed out now. So So what we're going to have to do is just strip it off, rebait it. I might even put a bit of crab on that actually, I think, as well. Fresh bait, bit of crab, lovely jubbly. Let's catch some cod. Leads, do you know how to bend them out? A lot of people don't, so I'm going to show you now. Dead easy way, get yourself a set of pliers. These are my little crimping pliers. Slide it down until you can't slide it anymore, and then bend it out. Absolutely perfect. Continue that right the way down, bend it out, lovely. And now what a lot of people do as well, if you want to get extra grippiness, it's just on the end, just make a nice little return just like that, bosh, and now you've got a proper anchor to lock in. And then what you'll find is, I actually know this from Liam, LJ's Leads. If you don't know him, hit him up. I used to go for the heavy wires, which is what these are, and then I didn't like them because they wouldn't release. Sometimes you'd end up dragging them in and you could snap off and lose all your gear. So what he said to me is, he said, you need to put the rollers on. I'm like, what do you mean? So you put the rollers on now, so you can see it comes off very, very easily. On the thin wires, they just bend out, which is great, but the heavy wires are much better, but they have got, if you haven't got the rollers on, they can take a while to come out. Right, so we're all set up now. Trident roto clip on there, lovely jubbly. I am using the Gemini splashdown on this one. It's built into the lead. I actually found that lead and I thought, well, if you cast first, see if it's snaggy. We'll lose someone else's lead before we start losing mine. But it is only 5 ounce and I'm not getting the distance I want. So hopefully upping it by an ounce get me much better distance. So like I said at the beginning of the video, I have got quite a mixture of baits with me today. So I'm just swapping through them all. I'm just seeing what's working. So straight black lug brought on our whiting. We've had a few more little wraps off the whitings there as well on the black lug. So now we've introduced a little bit of crab to see if we can entice the codlin in. Our next cast is going to be squid and black lug. Again, another fantastic cod bait. Whiting are going to like it, but hopefully it'll stay on the hook a bit longer and it's got a bit more scent. So fingers crossed it's going to bring on the cod. We can just keep saying it. There's a lot of people fishing the river of late and there's not that many cod come out, there really isn't. So it is one of them. It is kind of bingo fishing wherever you fish, to be honest. But there is a few marks that produce better than others, and hopefully we're on one of them. Your guess is as good as mine. So there we go, next bait prepared. Beautiful squid and black lug. Look at that. Might even get a ray on this today, to be honest. Might even get a ray, but we're going to keep switching it. Like I said, we've got crab and black lug on now. We had the whiting on straight black lug, and now we're going to be putting this out in about 5 minutes. 5 minutes, we'll get this in, get it out, change the lead, see if we can get a bit more distance. Here we go, we're getting rattles again, another whiting. They're only small knocks though, very, very small knocks. So when we've got the braid on, I explained this on my last video, it's very, very sensitive, so you will see everything that happens down there. Not literally, but in the rod tip. So even if you've got a little pesky crab pinging along, you'll see the little pings. But we are definitely getting rattles off a very, very small whiting. Or a dab, or a rockland. But my money's on a whiting. Very small ting, having a nibble. Ah well, we're not here for them. Fresh bait. Look at that for me next bait. Frozen prawn, black lug and crab. We are using some fantastic baits here. Some fantastic baits. We just need a fish to turn up. Imagine using these where there's actually a load of cod. You'd just be raking them in, literally. Raking them in. Do you know what I could do? I could go and get my other little rod. I've only got my spinning rod though. I really need to sort my gear out, don't I? It's fun though. It is fun using spinning gear. It is. But no, I need to sort myself out. I'm going to buy myself another one of these, I think. See if I can find one on Marketplace. And then I need to get a couple of new fixed spools, because all my fixed spools are battered now. Absolutely battered. Got loads of multis, but I kind of enjoy fishing with the fixed spools because you know that it's not really going to go wrong for you. Whereas the multipliers, birdies, if you lay it on wrong, just causes absolute carnage. So, like if this snaps now, or birdies up now, I'm going to have to reset the rod up. Whereas if we've got a spare rod, it's fine, you can carry on fishing while you're sorting yourself out. I have got spare rods, just haven't brought them with me, but I want another one of them, definitely, or one like it, definitely. Well, we've been fishing for an hour now, an hour exactly, and it's just starting to flood properly, so hopefully that bit of run might bring the cod on. We've done many bait changes, and the baits are coming back pristine, so the only things that are attacking us are little tiny fish, but they don't seem to be hooking themselves up. Well, it could be fish or crabs, to be fair, because it was very slack. But we've had one whiting anyway, one whiting. Decent size actually as well, to be fair, decent size. So a few more decent size whiting, a couple of cod, and I'll be going home a happy man. I've caved. There we go, all set up, a little bit of black lug on each, and a cheeky little 3-ounce pyramid. Hopefully it'll hold, it should do. And then we're just going to flick this over and then catch a load of little fish. That's the plan. Hopefully a plan comes together. There we go, little rattles on the little rod straight away. It's only been in for 2 minutes. God, give us a break, will you? Here we go, first fish on the little rod. What's it going to be? It's a cheeky little flounder. So we switched down to the little gear, guys, and bish bash bosh, there we go. Nice little flounder. So this should keep us busy, hopefully. I'm going to switch these. I'm going down to a size 4 worm, just so we can get a few more species on the bank. There we go, cheeky little flounder and a whiting so far. So you've seen me show you the dabs. If you look at the lateral line on a flounder, it's got scales running all the way up and around the sides of its dorsal fins there. So if you go right up his lateral line and around the edges, you will see, or feel, sorry, the scales either side, super smooth, and that's one of the dead easy ways to tell a flounder, apart from a dab and a place. Thanks for your sport, my lady. So we're going for a thin gauge hook now, thin wire gauge, and these are worm holders, so they've got a little barb on the front and on the back, slightly different than your bait holders. Well, actually a lot different than your bait holders. Your bait holders are a lot thicker gauge. Now the beauty about these hooks is you actually don't need to use bait elastic. So thread your worm on, or whatever you're doing, and then give it a little pinch either side, a little rub up and down, and it'll catch on them barbs, and that is now held in place. That's just had a little drop back, and another little drop back, and another little drop back. Oh, there's no cod on there. Could be a whiting. Well, there was nothing on that. That bait was absolutely beautiful as well. What a waste of a bait.
Oh, has it gone away?
Sorry, mate.
Has it gone away?
I was just talking to my camera, sorry.
Right.
Take two. They're an absolute nuisance, they are. So, take two, guys. That is that bait. What a beautiful bait. What a waste. It's been peppered by small fish, hasn't it? Right, let's get a fresh bait out on that. Let's get this one out first. And then we'll get all of the bait out. Bosh, he's out now. Lovely. Right in that little trough where we want him. Perfect. Right, and then our next one. Get him clipped off, get our fresh bait out, get it cast out. There we go. And this is why it's so fun with these little rods. Did you see that going? Absolutely crazy. Bosh. There we go, whiting number 2. Look at that for a specimen. Beautiful, nice and clean. That's what we like to see. Right, let's get you unhooked, fella. Blooming perfect. Right, there he goes. Let's give him a kiss. Come here, let's give him a kiss. Let's get him back. Lovely jubbly. You can see there, look, no bait elastic on these worm holder hooks, and see where the worm is. Still on the barbs, and that's the one we got the fish on. So let's get that off. Lovely. Get some more out. Let's catch some more fish, eh? So guys, if you are enjoying the content, if you could just drop us a little sub, totally free to do, it would be massively, massively appreciated. We do post videos every Thursday at 6 o'clock, so make sure you set your notifications as well. That big rod is just getting absolutely peppered by whiting, look. Absolutely peppered, bump, 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 all the time. What we can only hope for there is a tiny pin whiting gets hooked up and we've got a nice live bait out there. That would be absolutely fantastic. But they are just literally peppering away, peppering away. Here we go, there's another ting. See what I mean? As soon as you switch to the small gear, you'll just pluck and pluck and pluck the fish out. So at least it'll keep us busy, and it's a little bit of fun in it. There we go, another little specimen of a whiting. Thanks for your sport, my lady. Don't mind if we do. And I can guarantee if we put this rig on the big rod and we were sending it where the big rod is landing, we'd be pulling a double shot every go, literally every go. But I have done this in the past where I've been fishing just down the wall with a bit of black lug and I've had some nice cod doing it. And if there are any little codling about, we should definitely get them because they'll be coming in close to get out the run. So let's just put this out again. Lovely jubbly. Nice little 20-yard flick. Bring on the fish. Bring on the fish. There we go, guys, more whiting. He wouldn't have been a bad size for a live bait in, to be fair. Should have left him out. Should have left him out twitching. Right, let's get that off. Oh, look at all that. What is that? Rope. Got rope around me rig. Probably the remnant of a tampon. Hey, here he goes. Tell me that it's not fun winding in on this little spinning rod. I've caught a fish. Got a little whiting on there. There we go, there's a fish. Yeah, he's alright. He's going back anyway. This is called the whiting. Whiting, yeah. Lovely little fish. But, yeah. Well, we're trying for a cod, that's what we want. Yeah. You get rays, eels, yeah, rockling, congers. Well, in or out, to be fair, depending on where you fish. No worries. There we go, guys. Another little whiting for you. Thanks for your sport, my lady. Toodle pip. Right, next cast, we're going to call this. We're going to see if we can pluck out a rockling. There's a nice rock bed next to me. Well, it's under the water next to me. We're going to flick it into the rocks, hopefully not lose the gear, and pull out a little rockling. Should be absolutely splendid. Ah, not a rockling. Not a rockling, guys, but it is a double shot of whiting. Whiting, whiting, whiting. Come here, fella. Bosh. Happy days. Lovely jubbly. Thanks for your sport, my lady. Off your swim. And then here's a perfect live bait size. Absolutely perfect. If I hadn't just put that out now, I'd definitely put him on. Perfect size, that. Absolutely perfect. Lucky whiting you. Off your swim, fella. So what would you like to see on this channel? What would you like to see me do? I need some inspiration. Put it in the comments. Let me know what you'd actually like me to do. And if anyone puts catch a cod, you're getting blocked. All right. I'd like to actually see you go out, Joe, and catch a cod. Well, you've seen that a couple of weeks ago. All right. So don't get used to it, because it's not going to happen all the time. It'd be nice if it happened this session, wouldn't it? Still got time. Got loads of time, actually. Got loads of time. Just depends whether I can be bothered staying that long. Come on, you've got to admit it's much more fun winding them in on these little spinning rods than it is a full sea setup, innit? Look at that. Beautiful. Do you know I won a match once with a spinning rod? I turned up at the match with a spinning rod and everyone looked at me like I was an idiot. And he was just like, wow. And I ended up winning the match. Thanks for your support, me lady. Oh, here we go. Little rod's going again. Doesn't seem to matter what you're putting out. I just feel like I'm wasting loads of bait on these sessions for the cod. Costs an absolute fortune bait as well nowadays. So if you're not collecting it yourself, which costs you time, which is a pain, you're buying it and it's not the cheapest. And I've stupidly brought out a full box of squid, so half of that will be going in the bin. So what I should have done is split it in half. There we go. Absolutely beautiful squid bait. We all know cod love squid. I've had my biggest cod from the shore on a double squid bait. So yeah, if there's any congers out there, they might take it. Any rays out there, they might take it. Yeah, possibilities are endless here. Endless. No. Little scraggler again. Well, at least you're keeping us occupied while we're waiting for the big rod to go with a nice big fat cod. So thank you for that. Thanks for your support, me lady. Off you go. So how's everyone been finding the fishing lately in your areas? Has it been good, bad? Should be better this time of year. The cod have turned up properly, the cod haven't turned up properly. We're just getting played by white and dogfish. We're not catching anything when we go out. Let us know, let us know. Let's spike up a little conversation in the chat. Oh, that tripped out. Oh, that's a cod, is it? How small if it is. That felt quite coddy, that then. That did feel coddy. No cod on that though. That felt like a little noddy cod then. That was a nice little drop back, that, you know. Very nice drop back, and it did feel like I had a little nod. Only for a split second though. Just as it hit into it, it felt like a do. It did, but I can't say for certain. So that was on squid and black, that knock. I'm pretty certain it was a codlin. I'm pretty certain. And there's our next bait, exactly the same as what went out, what we got to hit on. So squid head, single black lug, bob. Let's hook this next one up. It's just white and a chuck, innit? White and a chuck. Thanks for your support, my lady. Don't mind if we do. And again, back you go. I could literally repeat that clip, couldn't I? And you wouldn't know whether it was a new fish or not. Thanks for your support, my lady. Thanks for your support, my lady. Right, let's get some fresh bait on this. There we go. They're just crazy, aren't they? Thinking about it though, if you were a fish and you got a hook stuck in your face, you would go nuts, wouldn't you? You would go nuts. He didn't even hook himself up, him. It's embarrassing. He should have. He should have. Come on, taking the mick out of me here now. There we go. Wonder what this is going to be. Can anyone guess? Cracking whiting. Not a bad fish at all. It's probably the biggest fish of the day, that. Probably the biggest fish of the day. Absolutely cracking whiting there. Look at the colours in them though, the boss, aren't they? Really nice colours, really nice. But yeah, not the fish we want. Do you know what? We wouldn't be complaining if these were loads of little codlin, would we? So, happy days. Thanks for your support, me lady. Mwah. Right, let's let you go. So if you take one thing from this video today, if you're out all the time fishing big baits for big fish, you're not always going to catch. And this is just a prime example. We've had the big baits out all day and it's been getting little rattles, but nothing big has taken it. We had that one drop back, which felt like it could have been a codlin, might not have been. And we've had the little rod out, little baits, little hooks, and we've been smashing it out all day. Loads of whiting, flounder, I had one flounder and the rest have all been whiting. So I said I was halfway through my video then, you've just cut me off.
Oh, sorry, you know what I was going to say to you then? I was going to say to you, I'm sure I've seen you, because I subscribed, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I've done loads of fishing down here.
Guys, as I was saying, I'll take two on that, take two. So if you're fishing big baits and you're not catching, don't feel disheartened. There's a reason for it. It's because there's not loads of massive fish out there. Downsize your baits, downsize your hooks, downsize your gear, and this spinning rod is a prime example. We've smashed out the whiting, we've had a flounder and loads of whiting on this, and on this one it's just been getting banged away by the whiting. If we had this rig on, by the way, on this rod, it would be a totally different story. We'd be bringing 2 fish in every time. So just take, if you haven't taken anything from this video, just take that. Smaller baits, smaller hooks, you're going to catch a lot more fish. Bigger baits, bigger hooks, you're not going to catch as much. There we go, another one on the, is it? Yeah, another one on the little spinning rod. It is good fun catching small fish on this rod, really is. Another little perfect live bait size. All you pikers watching now be saying, oh, save us that, Joe, save us that. But no, can't be bothered, he's going back in. Beautiful little fish though, absolutely beautiful. Thanks for your support, my lady, don't mind if we do. I've lost count, I don't even know how many fish we're on now, to be honest. I've lost count. But nice little session. Right, we're going to have one more cast and then we're going to call it a day. Let's get one more fish up and then we're done. And like I say, guys, I know I've said it many times, but if you do watch me and you've seen me and you're not subbed, if you could, that'd be massively appreciated. There's a misconception that people think it actually costs money. It doesn't. It's totally free to do. And if you press that bell notification, it will notify you every time I load up a video, if you want to. Obviously, if you don't want to, don't. Do you know what I mean? Be like, that getting these bloody notifications is off the fishing place. Don't want to see that. Nah, I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for all the support. There we go. I actually thought that was a little codlin then to finish the session. But we've finished on a decent sized whiting. So don't mind if we do. Thanks for your support, my lady. And guys, I'll see you next week. Thursday, 6 o'clock. Toodle pip. Yeah. I don't keep the whiting. Yeah, you can eat them, yeah.
What would you keep?
If I get a nice cod, I'll keep that. Right. Cod or bass. But everything else tends to go back.